angle, so... Oh, come on! Come on! So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just out in the town. Vlog number 5. Hi guys, this is The Protocol by James Pratt. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. There's some chaos coming up in this vlog because this next week that I'm going to be having is, at least to say, a little bit challenging with all the stuff that I've got coming up. And the idea for this vlog is I've got a couple of stuff to tick off basically this week. First of all, these first 2 days I need to finish clinical skills. I've got my last class tomorrow on Monday, and then I've got my final exam on Tuesday. Another thing is I have endodontics class, and my last class is on Wednesday. I've got one tomorrow, the next day, and then Wednesday is my last class, and I've got a final exam on Thursday. So that's another thing to tick off. Another thing to tick off is I'm starting, what subject am I starting? Infectious disease. I'm starting that subject tomorrow, and I've got it throughout the whole week. I need to tick off a workout. Another thing, yesterday I was almost fine with my shoulder. Silly me, instead of going and doing like I planned a regular short workout, which is just like a little bit of presses without any chest flies, I went and sparred. Not the best idea. I sparred with some of my friends. I really enjoyed it, but I messed up my shoulder significantly. And I'll see where it goes from here. Also, this vlog, my sister's coming, and this specific week we've got the Kanye concert. But yeah, let's see where this vlog takes us. Oh, sorry. So you guys remember to like, comment, and subscribe, smash the notifications button, and enjoy this vlog. Alright, so today we're making... I decided I'm gonna make steak tartare. I bought some stuff for it, obviously. Piece of steak, capers, mustard, some jalapeno peppers, pickles, some parsley, and I bought some bread also. I'll have it on the side. Alright, so it's ready. I missed a little bit with the presentation. The egg yolk just spilled everywhere. Got some bread with butter, egg yolk, raw beef. Let's try it. All right, let's try it. Tastes pretty cool. Nice raw meat, spicy, saucy, a little bit pepper. Wow, it actually makes pretty good. I'm probably gonna make that in the future again. What up? What's the review of the flight?
It was
out of 10, out of 10.
Quite okay. It was like probably a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Window seat?
Yep.
Yeah, what time is it?
5:02.
5:02.
I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, I want to go to sleep too. I need to take, my exam is in exactly 5 hours and 30 minutes. 5 hours and 28 minutes to be exact, so.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's already getting bright, so we'll be home soon. Yo. Back in the crib, what are we saying?
I'm getting a shower now.
Unpacked, flowers. I forgot to show it. I got flowers for my sister. It's currently 5:46 a.m. I'm off to sleep now for about 2 hours. Revise and go take the exam. Another thing to tick off. Let's go. First, what are we having?
Some
Shakshuka, bread,
cheese.
skyr yogurt. That's Georgian cheese here. Love that. Cool, we got some jam. What's next? I've got class later today. What's another thing that I need to tick off? I think barbers. I've got barbers tomorrow and ultrasound in the morning. Oh, we've got some unpacking to do, yeah? Some stuff that mum brought. And I need to have a shave also. Where's all this stuff, man? I think I'll start with this. Creatine, monohydrate. Not for me. This one is for me, actually. I got, what flavor did I get? Raspberry strawberry flavor. This one, lemon flavor, is for my friend, Suraj. I had nicer ones, but it's not bad. It'll do the job. What else do we have here then? Some coffee, towels, because one of my towels fell down the balcony, and I don't know, I tried to look for it, but I think it must have blown into someone's balcony, so someone just got a nice souvenir, so I got a towel. An FC Barcelona mug, and not only is it an FC Barcelona mug, it's huge. It's absolutely ginormous. So that's cool. And I got a bowl with it, yeah? Watch me use this for my breakfast for the next 2 years. I told her not to bring any sweets, Polish sweets, tea, vitamin A cream that I asked my mum for. World Cup is going on, the first game. Mexico and South Africa. These are the good ones. This is what you want to try. Meraki cacao. Shout out to our auntie Vicky that makes them. Absolute banging chocolate. Great ingredients also when you look at it. Really, that's the type of chocolate that you want, you see? Should we taste test them for the vlog? What flavour is it?
Spearmint.
Moroccan spearmint cocoa bar. All right, cheers. It's so nice. Yeah.
Yeah, love the taste.
Like, I'm not trying to even make it up, but it's actually a very good chocolate with great ingredients. Anybody that sees it in the UK, go and buy it. Finished having some food. Got chopped by the barber. Got nerfed by the barber. Not the most ideal scenario. Fit check. Fit check number 1 and the only one. What are you wearing?
Leather pants and a top.
Great.
What are you wearing?
Swagged out right here. Got my jeans on. Got my shoes on. Leather jacket.
Show the back.
And the craziest tea in the world. Gang. Fit check in the kitchen.
Valid.
Now we're doing a Kanye montage off the phone. All right, so first shot after the Kanye concert. Rate it out of 10.
10, 100.
1 million. Possibly the greatest cultural event that I have witnessed in my, like on my own. I said that the Travis concert and Drake concert that I went to, you went to the Drake concert with me. They were nice, don't get me wrong, but this was completely something different and it definitely topped it. I wish I could play the sound so you guys actually could listen to the songs also. YouTube's gonna demonetize the video and like give me a strike. Which song was best for you?
All of the lights.
All of the Lights? Yeah, it was good. I think Runaway was definitely the best song.
Oh yeah, that's like basic, isn't it?
Yeah, but like, you know, it's the last song and it's like the outro to the concert, huge fireworks and everything, you know. After the concert, we also managed to grab a pizza.
Oh yeah, with 1 hour waiting for it.
1 hour, 50 minutes. I asked the lady when I was ordering it, she was like, oh yeah, it should take 25 minutes. I was like, 25 minutes? That's fine. Like, I just want to catch the metro back home. The metro was extended till 2 a.m, so that was cool. But yeah, we ended up waiting 60 minutes. Not the most ideal. I wanted to cancel the order at one point, but they were just busy. Honestly, very inspiring event, that Kanye concert. I would recommend. Did you get to those? Right, so the vlog is going up in 2 days and I remember that I don't have a sit down section recorded for this vlog. So in this week's sit down section, we're going to talk about cutting. I'm going to give you guys a whole breakdown about cutting, where we're going to talk about the fundamentals, training and activity adjustments that you guys might want to apply, nutrition and lifestyle tactics, and certain roadblocks that you guys might stumble upon while cutting and how to overcome them. So to start off, let's start with the fundamentals. What is even cutting in general? So cutting is a strategic and fundamental calorie deficit for a long enough period of time to lose weight. So it's a specific manipulation for gym goers where you try to preserve as much muscle as possible while also losing fat, which gives you the best visual outcome. Question number 2, what is the optimal range of a deficit? Studies have shown that an optimal range of a deficit will be anywhere between 300 and 500 calories. This is the range where the risk to reward ratio is probably the best. Now, from a diet standpoint, the primary micronutrients that you want to focus on is obviously protein. You have to focus on protein year round. Yes, that's true. But when you cut in, you specifically need to focus on the protein intake even more than if you were bulking. This is because you try to preserve as much muscle as possible. So here I would focus for anywhere between 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight, which if you want to look at it in kilos, then just double it times 2. Now, if you have to focus on protein, that means that you have to limit one of the other 2 micronutrients, which is either fat or carbohydrates. From a mathematical standpoint, the best one to limit would be fats, because 1 gram of fat equals 9 kilocalories, while 1 gram of carbohydrates is only 4 calories, which is like more than half. Although fats are very important for your endocrine system, which is your hormonal system in your body, to work correctly. That's why I wouldn't go too drastically when it comes to limiting fats. And a similar thing I could say about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates determine strictly how you will perform in the gym. They give you power for your workouts. When ingesting them strategically prior to your workouts and so on, you will just perform better. So in summary, you need to find a sweet spot in limiting the carbs and the fats to perform the best and not make your body shut down itself. Now, let's talk about training and activity adjustments. How should you lift during a cut? Exactly the same as you lift during any other period of time. You still want to progressively overload, especially in that period, to make sure you're not losing power and strength. And I know people say that it's very hard to progress during the cut, and this is partially true, yes. your progress definitely is not as fast as if you were bulking, for example. Although it's not impossible, and if you don't do a too steep of a cut, then yes, it is possible to progress during your cut. Part that a lot of people hate, especially bodybuilders, is cardio. And I don't necessarily look at cardio as a must on a cut. It's a good tool to have though. Why? Because primarily you need to focus on your diet, and this is where primary of your deficit comes from. But cardio is a very nice tool that you can implement to increase your deficit. For example, me, I have not been doing cardio towards the beginning of my cut because that's where I primarily focus on my diet. But now when I'm deeper into my cut, I try to implement a little bit of cardio. Now it's 3 times a week, just to gain a little bit steeper of a deficit when my body gets used to the calories that I'm on. That's called metabolic adaptation. So yes, cardio is a great tool, but rather than cardio, I would specifically focus on something called NEAT, which stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Put it into simple words, it's just basically how much energy you burn through daily activities. And a very simple way to increase your NEAT is daily steps. That's why I say that cardio is a great tool. But especially towards the beginning of your cut, you might want to focus on getting your steps in and being in a deficit consistently. Let's focus on nutritional and lifestyle tactics. First of all, you need to be strategic about food volume and timing of your meals. What do I mean by food volume? It's basically, as the word says, volume of your food. And there's strategic ways by which you can increase your volume of food without significantly breaking your calorie deficit. This is primarily done by fruit and vegetable, specifically vegetable. Let's say you add 500 grams of spinach to your meal. Spinach might not be the best example because it will decrease in volume when cooking, but 500 grams of spinach will be anywhere between 70 and 100 calories, not more than that. But you get to eat 500 extra grams of spinach. And not only is it nutrient dense because it's got a lot of iron and vitamin C and so on, also you increase the general volume of your food, which may keep you satiated for a longer period of time. About timing of food, you need to pick specific times that fit to your daily schedule. And no, you don't have to do it, but it can only make it easier for you. If you know that you have a lifting session at 1 p.m. today, it might be easier for you to skip the breakfast around 9 and 10 and have it right before your lift, just so you have more power to perform during your training session. An important factor is sleep. And now, yes, sleep is always important, but why is it specifically important when cutting? You need to understand that when you're cutting, you are restricting your body of calories. Because of that, your body will have naturally less energy than it actually requires to perform throughout the day. And yes, your body will be naturally more tired. That's why to burn fat, amplify recovery, and prevent injuries, it is very important for you to sleep. That's when most of the fat burning also actually happens. What supplements would I take on a cut? Anything that you take on a daily, I would specifically focus on creatine, take any other supplements that you actually take, and some people might want to put whey protein or any form of protein into their diet, just so it's easier for them to hit their protein goal while still maintaining a deficit. I'm just having some scrambled eggs with bread. Now, what are specific roadblocks that people encounter while cutting? First one is metabolic adaptation. You need to understand that your body as a system, it tries to adapt to any situation that it's in, and this includes a calorie deficit. That's why over time, if you maintain the same kind of deficit, your body will get used to it, and eventually you will stop actually losing weight. That's why it's important to work around it. Start with a small calorie deficit and then increase it over time. And additionally to that, I use additional mechanisms to actually increase my deficit and to prevent my body from adapting to it. So for example, on this cut, I'm in 3 calorie ranges: 2,700 for the first 3 weeks, 2,500 for majority of my cut, and then 2,300 towards the end of my cut for the last 2 weeks or so on. I use cardio, me specifically, that's incline walking after a workout around 20 minutes, as an additional mechanism to prevent my body from adapting. Initially, I do it 3 times a week. Then over time, I think I increase it to 5 times a week. Other ways to do it are probably some kind of cheat days where you replenish your glycogen stores, or for example, calorie banking. Another thing is remember to track your progress beyond actually just your weight on your scale. Why is that important? Because your weight scale weight is highly different from day to day, depending on, for example, your sodium intake or stress-induced water retention. So remember not to only focus on the actual weight scale weight, but also try to track photos, try to measure, for example, your waist, and so on, which can more accurately track your progress if you're actually losing weight or not. Now, how to handle hunger and cravings. And yes, you will get them regardless of if you want or not, because they mean that the cut is working. And there's many ways to handle them. Me, for example, personally, I really like to use caffeine. Caffeine has this effect of suppressing hunger. It tends to work well with me. There's also other ways such as nicotine, but I'm not gonna push anyone to take nicotine. So if you don't want to use these two, then try to use the low calorie alternatives of foods that you would eat anyways. Now, how to implement refeeds and diet breaks. What's the easiest way to know that you should implement a refeed or a diet break? If you've been cutting consistently for a couple of weeks and you've been seeing changes, whether that's the way you look or how your scale is moving, and you just feel a little bit tired of the food that you've been having, it might be a good idea to slightly increase your calories, whether that's to maintenance or still in a calorie deficit, just to give your body a little bit of a break. The last two things that I want to cover in this section is when to know that the cut is over and how to exit a cut. You know a cut is over when, first of all, you are satisfied with your results, and second of all, there's a specific time frame. Do not extend 16 weeks with your cut. That's a bit long. After that, there's not going to be much positive. Rather than that, you're just going to have mostly negative effects. And now, how to exit a cut, you need to be strategic about it and need to do something. You don't have to, but that's what gave me the best results, is something called reverse dieting. This is basically where you slowly increase your calories over time, like for example, 100 to 200 calories a week up to your maintenance level so that your body doesn't go into this huge shock and you can actually maintain the weight to which you have cut down to. That'll be it. If you need any help, DM me, text me, I'll help you. I'll give you some advice based off my own experience, and I hope this helps you guys a little bit. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the outro to this vlog, and yes, there is no workout in this vlog because the vlog is already very long. It's 22 minutes long before even putting the outro in, and if I add a edit, it's just going to be too long. I recorded a workout earlier this week, which was my first chest workout back. I might post that later this week because it's a little bit of because it's not an edit of a workout, it's actually the workout shot with me with a plugged in mic, so I might post that later this week. It's about 10 minutes long. In the meantime, remember to follow my other socials, follow me on IG and on TikTok. I'm going to be posting there throughout the week. I'm also going to be posting more content on here outside just the vlogs, so stay tuned for that. Remember to subscribe, remember to smash the notifications button so you get notified whenever I post a video on here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next video.